Yo, what is good, YouTubes? This is your boy in the NYC, it's me, Ray, and this is the EDCC, that is the Everyday City Carry, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Protech Malibu. Is this as perfect a knife as everybody says? So first, I want to give a shout out to Nick Shabazz for loaning this knife to me. This is the Protech Malibu. And we're going to talk about the aesthetics first, right? So the aesthetics, when I first saw this on paper, and by paper I mean Instagram and Knife News, I wasn't that attracted to it, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like knife at first sight or some shit. Like, I thought it was cool. I know Protech is a good company and they're getting into the flipper game. I love button locks. I know they do smooth button locks because I tried the Mordax before. I just did not find this one too hot. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it was a Protech-y looking knife that's probably going to be a good knife. But now that I've had it in my hand, the texture of the aluminum, the pocket clip with the recess screws, even the warny blade, the simplicity of it. The simplicity. And I didn't notice that this little backspacer jam is on the back here. I don't even know if that's what it's called. The lanyard hole goes through the back too. So definitely dig into aesthetics of this guy. Also minimal branding. I can only see branding on the top of the knife and a CPM 20 CV on the flipper there. So very high marks for aesthetics for me on the Protech Malibu. Now the action is where this knife really shines for me. This is really one of the most amazing actions that you have to experience as a knife guy. Just super smooth. The fidgetability is absolutely mental. It's just so good. And you're gonna be flipping this one all day. So 10 out of 10 on the action of this knife. The blade shape and the blade material. So you're looking at CPM 20 CV, which I've said before I've been seeing pop up on a lot of knives lately. And I think it is a good steel for the uses that I have, which is basically cutting cardboard. And the blade shape is a Warney here. You guys know I love Warneys. Warney's the champion of EDC blade shapes in my opinion, especially for a city dweller. Now the blade length is 3.3 inch blade. And I kind of wish that was just 3 inch, just for a New York City dweller like myself. You guys know it's, a little bit of trouble carrying above 3. I'm gonna stick with it, man. I think if you carry 3 inch or below, you're less likely to get in trouble. It looks more like it's a utility blade, especially if you're working in a retail shop or something like that, like I do. Shout out to Ayla CBD. But yeah, it's just, if it was 3, I think it would be more for me. Now the ergos on this are absolutely amazing as well. As you can see, I can get a 4-finger fish paw grip on this. And it's just really nice, man. There's no hot spots on this at all. It doesn't have jimping or anything on the top, but it doesn't really need it. Your thumb will rest on the spine here very comfortably. And if you've got large hands, maybe you can go down here. You can do things like this, which is very cool. And yeah, just a really, really nice ergonomic handle shape from the Protech Malibu. Absolutely amazing in my book. Now weight is another thing that the Malibu knocks out of the park. This is 3 ounces, which is kind of like a really good weight for this blade length, 3.3 inch. And it's just absolutely amazing. The aluminum definitely helps. The aluminum scale definitely helps with lightening that. And there's absolutely no lightning pockets or anything, but I think it's just really, really nice and well structured for that weight. It doesn't feel not substantial enough to do some hard use with. It actually just seems like a very smooth weight, if that makes any sense. I don't notice it in the pocket either. Now the pocket clip. The pocket clip of this is absolutely amazing. Deep carry. There is a cutout in the aluminum for the pocket clip. It's not just slapped on there so it's sticking out. And it has recess screws. So that's just awesome on all fronts. The only negative remarks I can make is maybe for lefties, it is not reversible. It is right hand only and tip up carry. So, but yeah, definitely high marks on the pocket clip. Let me show you guys real quick what that looks like in the pocket. Look at that, dude. Where is it? Who knows? Bruh, awesome. Just an awesome pocket clip. Very nice carryability, and I really dig this. So of course I have to do some cut tests with this knife, the Protech Malibu. I barely cut anything with this. This is actually the first time I'm gonna put it through some decent amount of use. So as you guys saw right there, performed pretty damn well for a warnie. Did the little curvy cuts just fine. Protech Malibu, I want to say 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 cutability. Alright, I'm going to do a couple of size comparisons here real quick with a couple of other knives I have handy. This is the Protech Malibu. This is the Ray Laconico Monterey Bay Knives EZC 1.5, also loaned to me by Nick Shabazz. Very cool knife right there. And let's go with, here we go. I don't take this guy out a lot. This is the MBK Old Guard. This was loaned to me by Ohio Knife Lover. Shout out to him. Another Ray Laconico knife, which is pretty dang awesome. Pretty much all awesome knives that I have on here. That's the theme of this size comparison. And of course, my favorite, the Snub Nose Para 3, given to me by by Lefty EDC, and I sharpened it into a snub nose. There's your size comparisons right there. Now the price, I have been seeing this for around 190 to 200 bucks, and it is unavailable in a lot of places because this knife was just, it still is in such high demand, and I can see why, man. You know, it's a USA made knife that's just, it checks all the boxes for me for what a good EDC knife is. The blade length is pretty much the only thing that I wish was like 3 inches instead of 3.3, but I mean, you get CPM 20 CV blade steel, you get aluminum scales that are light and very carryable, you get a nice ergonomic form factor that's kind of not non-threatening, and this looks like a utilitarian blade. You've got a deep carry pocket clip with recess screws and cut out into the aluminum, not just slapped on like some lazy knife company would do. It's not reversible, so that's kind of negative marks on that front. Plus you've got the smoothest action I've ever experienced. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. I wouldn't say ever experienced. It's definitely one of them though. I want to say top 5 for sure. It is a button lock with no lock stick. I mean, you just cannot go wrong with the Protech Malibu. Not going to dwell too much on this. You guys already know. Everyone has already said it. The Protech Malibu, one of the best knives you can get for $190 to $200. This is your boy in NYC. It's me, Ray, and this is the EDCC saying peace.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.